Hey successful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daniela and I am your YouTube business coach. In this video, we're going to talk about how to remove hard inquiries from your credit report in less than 24 hours. There are two types of inquiries that could happen on your credit report. One is a hard inquiry, and that is whenever a company pulls your full credit report, which is called a hard pull. And this is whenever they need to do like a check to get a car loan or a mortgage loan or something really big like that, requires a hard inquiry. And hard inquiries also make an effect on your credit score. It's usually about 5 points per hard inquiry, especially when you do not get approved. That's something to watch out for. A soft inquiry is just a gentle look at your credit report, so it's not a full pull of the full thing, and this does not affect your credit score. So in this video, we're going to talk about hard inquiries. There's something that most people don't know about, and that is the 524 rule. The 524 rule basically says if you have applied for if you have had 5 hard inquiries in the past 24 months, you are most likely not to get approved for any loan. And the bank that is well known to do this is Chase Bank. So if you apply for a credit card or a loan with Chase Bank and they see that you have more than 5 hard inquiries on your credit, you will automatically get denied for the loan. So that's something to just keep in mind. Hard inquiries are bad for your credit because they require your credit to go down 5 points, especially when you are not getting approved for that loan or that line of credit or whatever it is that you applied for. So you want to make sure that you're not taking too many hard inquiries out on your credit, especially when you already do not have a great credit score. Something that unfortunately a lot of people go through is they'll go through a lot of hard inquiries in one day. So for example, whenever you go buy a car, sometimes they go shoot your credit report to different places so that they all hard pull your credit to see whatever bank is going to approve you for the loan. And while that might sound great to you, you're getting a car, it's actually bad for you in the long term, because 5 times 5 is 25, and already you can have 25 credit points removed from your credit score just because in that one day they shot your credit report to different companies. So you really want to, I don't want to say avoid, because hard inquiries aren't terrible, but when you are accumulating them at a fast pace, they can be really detrimental to your credit score. All right, so now that you know a little bit more about hard inquiries, let's get into the tea. How do you get them actually removed from your credit report? One thing to remember is that whenever you have a hard inquiry on your credit report, or you have any bad marks or any collections on your credit report, the burden of proof does not belong to you, but it belongs to whatever company placed that there. What does that mean? It's kind of like innocent until proven guilty, right? You are not in charge of proving to anybody, even the credit bureaus, that you made that faulty mistake of having that collection or that hard inquiry on your credit report. You are not in charge of proving that. Whoever is trying to accuse you of that is, right? So there's ways to be around that, because you can set yourself in a place where there is no way to prove that that hard inquiry should have been there, or that collection fee should have been there, or whatever else should have been on your credit score, by doing what I'm about to tell you. Just remember that the burden of proof does not belong to you. It belongs to whatever company or person that reported that information to the credit bureaus. So there is a way around that, because you can place yourself in a situation where they cannot prove that what they said about the hard inquiry or the collection or whatever it may be is correct. This is how you do that. So how you do that is you simply write a letter to get them disputed. But before you write this letter, you need to follow these exact steps that I'm about to give you. So please pay attention, slow the video down, take some notes, watch it again, whatever you need to do, because this is really important to actually get the hard inquiry removed from your credit. All right, so I said that you need to write a letter to dispute. The first thing that you need to recognize about this letter is that it's not going to your bank. It's not going to your lender. It is going to the credit bureau, okay? So you're not gonna go on Chase Bank and dispute a charge. That is not how you're gonna do it. You're gonna write a letter straight to the credit bureau that is reporting that information. So as we know, when it comes to personal credit, there are 3 different credit bureaus. There's Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, right? And one of those places are going to have that reported information, and you're gonna write the letter of dispute straight to one of those bureaus. How would you know exactly where to go? You can pull your full credit report on myfico.com. I would not recommend Credit Karma or any of the other free ones, just because it's not as accurate as MyFICO. If you pay a small fee fee. I'll put the link down below. But I think that especially when you're really trying to change your credit, you need to know exactly where you stand to start out with. So I recommend you using My FICO to know which credit bureau has that reported on your credit score. So that way, on your credit report. So that way you know which credit bureau to send this letter to and who to write it to. All right, but even before you send out this letter, there's another caveat. There's actually several ones which I'm going to talk about, and one of them is that you need to make sure that your account is frozen. What does that mean? So when you send a letter to that credit bureau, what they're going to do is go back and check the different websites to check whether or not the dispute is accurate or not, right? But if you freeze those accounts, they won't be able to check if your credit report is correct in saying that you have a hard inquiry or a collection. So because of that, you're going to freeze the accounts. Now, how do you freeze these accounts? Let me tell you. So if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and give me a big like. Comment down below if this was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I can do this. Let me know how it works for you, and I challenge you to do it literally right after you watch this video. Follow the steps and just do it and change your credit game. Okay, let's go back into the video. There's two different websites that you can go to. One of them is Sage Stream. So Sage Stream is basically going to have a lot of your credit information, and you can go on that website completely free, and you're just going to freeze your account. And the other one is LexisNexis. That one has a lot of information about background information, public records, and things like that, and you can also freeze your information on there. So whenever the credit bureaus go and check for this hard inquiry pool evidence on Sage Stream or LexisNexis, they will not be able to read your information because you froze your information. So what they'll be obligated to do, since there is no proof, is drop the hard inquiry. So that's how you will be able to do that, and that's because the system is literally that it is not your job to prove to anybody or even the credit bureaus that you made that hard inquiry. It is whoever reported its job to do. If they're not able to do that, then they cannot leave this hard inquiry on your credit. So you're probably wondering, this is awesome, but how do I even write this letter? Where do I go to get this letter? I got you. So you want to go to the Fair Credit Act website. It is from the US government, so this is completely like legal and great. This is like your right as a citizen, right? And you can use their a letter in section 604. So in that section, it literally has a letter that you can use to send out whenever you want to report inaccurate information in your credit report. All right, so there are some caveats to that. So you're going to use that form 604 to write your letter, and you're going to send it to the credit bureau, but you want to make sure that you send it via USPS certified mail, and also make sure not to sign the form. That sounds surprising, but you do not want them to have your signature on file for any reason. So you do not need to sign that file, but you do need to fill it out, section 604, and send it via USPS certified mail. But these are the steps that you would need to take in order to dispute those hard inquiries from your credit report. And so when they go check, when they get that letter and they go check to see if you're correct or not, they're not going to be able to see your background information or all of that, because your information will be frozen on those two websites that we talked about earlier. So I hope this was a really helpful video for you guys. I want you guys to stop what you're doing and literally go do this for yourself now and raise your credit score. A lot of you guys may have like 10 hard inquiries on your credit, and that's like 50 points that you can just jump your score up by just doing these simple things. And guess what? It's completely free. Hello. And you have better credit, which gives you more opportunity to do a lot more things in the US. So I hope this was really helpful for you, and if it was, go ahead and give me a big like and share this video with as many people as you know, because we are all trying to win at this credit game. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.